Have you ever felt a pull towards someone so strong it felt almost dangerous? An attraction that borders on obsession, where your thoughts are consumed by them day and night. Most people think this is fate, a magical connection. But what if I told you it's a carefully constructed illusion? What if I told you that you could learn the mechanism behind this powerful force, not to manipulate, but to understand the very wiring of human desire? Today, we're not talking about simple crushes. We are diving deep into the abyss of the human mind, into the shadows where attraction transforms into obsession. This is the art of psychological enchantment, and by the end of this video, you will see the world of romance and connection through a completely different lens. Let's begin with a fundamental truth. The human brain craves what it cannot easily have. It's a survival instinct. Scarcity equals value. This is the cornerstone of creating an obsessive pull. The first step is what I call the ghost of presence. It's about making your presence felt powerfully, even when you're not there. How do you do this? It starts with creating intense, memorable moments. Don't just have a conversation. Create an experience. Share a secret, a vulnerability that makes them feel uniquely chosen. Discuss a dream so vivid they can almost see it. Engage them in a debate about a topic they are passionate about. These aren't just chats. They are emotional anchors. You are planting seeds in the fertile ground of their memory. Now, once these powerful, positive anchors are set, you introduce the crucial element, calculated absence. You pull away, not aggressively, not with an explanation, but subtly. You become slightly less available. Your replies take a little longer. You're busy, not with a stated reason, but with an air of mystery. What happens in their mind? It's a psychological vacuum. Their brain, accustomed to the dopamine hit of your presence, starts to panic. It scrambles to fill the void. Their thoughts will start to spiral. What did I do wrong? Are they with someone else? Why were things so amazing, and now this? Notice, the questions are all about asterisk. You are no longer just a person they met. You have become a puzzle they must solve, a riddle that occupies their mental real estate. They will replay your intense moments, your shared secrets, your laughter. They aren't just missing you. They are actively reconstructing you in their mind, making you larger, more idealized, more perfect than you actually are. This is the ghost of presence. You haunt their thoughts not with your absence, but with the powerful echo of your past presence. Let's move to the second principle, the roller coaster of emotion. The human mind is not designed for monotony. It thrives on contrast. A straight line of positive experiences is pleasant, but it's forgettable. A journey with peaks and valleys, however, is addictive. Think about your favorite movie or book. It wasn't all happy moments, was it? There was tension, conflict, uncertainty, followed by relief and resolution. This emotional journey creates a powerful bond. To apply this, you must become the architect of their feelings. After a period of intense connection and warmth, those peak moments we talked about, you introduce a subtle hint of coolness. It's not about being cruel. It's about creating contrast. Perhaps you disagree with them on a minor point you'd normally concede. Or you mention a fascinating person you met, introducing a flicker of social competition. This creates a micro moment of emotional insecurity. It's a small dip on the roller coaster. Their brain, which had been basking in the warmth of your approval, suddenly feels a chill. And what does it do? It works harder to get back to that warm, secure peak. They will try to please you, to be more interesting, to win back that unwavering positive attention. Then, just as they start to feel that anxiety, you bring them back up. You offer a heartfelt compliment. You send a message that says, "I was just thinking about that conversation we had, and it made me smile." The relief they feel is immense. It's not just happiness. It's a powerful wave of dopamine that comes from resolving uncertainty. You have taken them on a journey from a high to a slight low and back to an even greater high. This cycle of tension and release is psychologically intoxicating. It creates a dependency. They start to crave the highs that only you seem to provide, because you are also the source of the subtle lows that make those highs feel so euphoric. They become addicted not to you, but to the way you make them feel. Now imagine this. You've met someone. They seem perfect. The connection is electric. They share a personal story that makes you feel like the only person in the world. You feel seen. Then they become a little distant. You find yourself checking your phone, rereading their messages. Your mind races, trying to figure out what changed. You feel a knot of anxiety in your stomach. Then, out of the blue, they send you a message. "You've been on my mind," that wave of relief, that joy. It feels like destiny, but is it? Or are you simply a passenger on a meticulously crafted, emotional roller coaster? When you understand this pattern, you gain a superpower. You can recognize when it's being used, and you can protect your own heart from being played like a game. This knowledge isn't about creating obsession in others. It's about liberating yourself from the obsessive hopes that others might unconsciously or consciously use. It's about choosing authentic connection over engineered addiction. The third and most advanced technique is called the cultivation of a shared reality. This is where you move beyond simple attraction and create a world that seems to exist only for the two of you. It's about weaving a tapestry of inside jokes, special names, and a unique language that separates your bond from the rest of the world. It starts with we statements. We should go there one day. We have such a weird sense of humor. This language subtly frames the two of you as a single unit, an exclusive team against the world. You create nicknames that only you two use. You reference past conversations in a way that makes them feel like cherished historical events. Remember that rainy Tuesday when we talked about the meaning of life? I saw a bird today that reminded me of it. This does something profound in the human brain. It activates our tribal instincts. We are wired to feel a deep sense of loyalty and belonging to our tribe. By creating this secret shared world, you are defining them as part of your inner circle, and you as part of theirs. Leaving this world would feel like a betrayal, an exile. Furthermore, you start to mirror their worldview, but with a slight elevation. You don't just agree with them. You understand them on a deeper level than anyone else. You articulate their own half-formed thoughts and feelings for them. When they say, "I'm just feeling a bit lost lately," you don't just say, "I understand." You say, "It's like you're standing in front of 1,000 doors, and the pressure isn't just about choosing the right one, but about the fear that every door you do not choose is a life you'll never live." When you can articulate someone's inner world better than they can themselves, they will feel an almost supernatural connection to you. You become a mirror to their soul. This creates an unparalleled level of intimacy and dependency. They will believe that no one else could ever understand them the way you do. This shared reality becomes a sanctuary, and the thought of losing it, of losing you, becomes unbearable. It is the final, most powerful step in the transformation from simple attraction to a deep-seated psychological obsession. These techniques, the ghost of presence, the roller coaster of emotion, and the cultivation of a shared reality, are incredibly powerful. They tap into the deepest, most primitive parts of our psychology, and like any power, it can be used for good or for ill. My purpose in revealing them is not to give you a manual for manipulation. It is to give you a map of the human heart with all its hidden pathways and treacherous terrain. Use this knowledge to build deeper, more authentic connections, conscious of the dynamics at play. Use it to recognize when your own emotions are being guided by someone else's script. True power isn't about controlling others. It's about understanding the forces that seek to control you and choosing freedom. It's about seeing the matrix. If this journey into the shadows of the mind has intrigued you, if it's opened your eyes, then subscribe and click the notification bell. We are just getting started. Thank you for walking with me through the dark.